Well, hello everyone. So, I'm about to make some custom acrylic glitters for my next nail set. And I just figured I'd turn on the camera to let you guys see some of the things that I used. So, if you're interested, keep on watching. So, here's some of the glitters that I used. I used two different textures of glitters, a hard glitter and a soft. Will be using this gold leaf foil. You could get yours off of Temu. It's much cheaper, but I have gotten mine from Hobby Lobby. I got mine from Hobby Lobby about 2 years ago because I am an artist and I was using them on another project. But yeah, they're much more expensive at Hobby Lobby. So if you're going to use the gold leaf, get it from Temu, okay? Yeah, so I'm going to be using a little bit of gold. I did get some copper. Again, as I had this saved over from another project. And yes, I'll be using a combination of the gold leaf, the copper leaf, and I have some silver because I'm going to be adding all three of these leaves into my acrylic powder that I'm going to be using on my next set of nails. So yeah, once you get them all together, I just added them in this little container, and you could tear them up with your anything that you have. Just note that this gold leaf will stick to your fingers. That's why I'm not using my fingers. I'm using like utensils and things like to that nature to tear them up. So yeah, so this part I'm going to be combining my acrylic powders. Now I'm going to be using a combination of clear powder and white acrylic powder. And I always go like by 2-to-1 ratio, like 2 scoops of the clear, 1 scoop of the white. But it all be trial and error with me. So, you know, I can't really give out measurements because it's always to my liking. But once you mix them together, I just stir them together and make sure both the clear and the white acrylic powders are mixed pretty good. And yeah, I'm sorry, I can't give you guys a complete measurement because I do it to my liking, but the most important thing is to make sure that everything is stirred together very, very thorough. And this is some champagne colored glitter. I got that from Joann's. And these are two different glitter powders I have. One is a hard glitter and the other one is a more fluffy, soft glitter. And this glitter I just picked up from Michael's. So all my glitters, I get them from different places. I go to Michael's, I go to Hobby Lobby. Sometimes if Walmart have a nice glitter, I love glitters, raw glitters like this, because I make my own glitter powders. So yeah, so I got a softer glitter right there, and I got a hard glitter. And that champagne color glitter is so nice. So I'm going to just take about a spoonful of that and add into my acrylic powder. And again, I can't give complete measurements because I always just do it to my liking, okay? But I always go in with like 1 spoonful of everything or 1 spoonful. And if it don't be enough, then I'll add in a little more and a little more until it's the consistency and the color that I like. And again, you gotta make sure you stir everything up really, really good. So yeah, here's another glitter. I can't tell you where I got this glitter from. It's a regular hard glitter. It's raw. It's a real hard textured glitter, as you can see. I can't remember where I had that for a couple years, but again, you could use any type glitters that you like. That's just what I had on hand. And you could see the difference in the glitters. The one that I just dumped is like a real hard textured glitter, where this one that I'm about to use right now is more fluffier and lighter in texture, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so I just added, 1 scoop of each. And I just stir it in, make sure everything is, stirred up nice and good. That's what's most important, is to make sure everything is stirred together. And look at that. It came out really, really nicely. And now we're going to add in a little bit of gold leaf. So again, I always add in a little bit by little bit. And because if you add in too much, you can't take it out. It's hard to take it out. So I just, combine little bit by little bit until it's to my liking. Okay, so I mixed it all together as much as I could. But then now I'm going to go in with the little drill that I got from Shein. I think I paid about $13 for it, something like that. But I'm going to be using that to just go in and mix everything nice and good together. And it really did. It mixed the acrylic really, really nice, and all the glitters. So I was kind of skeptical of using this because it's really yellow and it got a little bit of pink in it. But I figured I'll just put like 1 or 2 scoops in to give the glitter a little contrast. Give it a little texture and a little contrast in color. And it worked out pretty good. I was nervous at this point because I'm like, oh my goodness, I hope I didn't mess up my glitter, because I liked it the way how it was. But once I stirred everything, this is why it's so important to make sure everything's mixed really, really good. And this is why when I do mix it, I use the drill, the nail drill, because that mixes everything really nice. And I like that. I'm good with that. So now I'm going to go in with some pigment chalks that I had. Now I had these for about several years, but I did find them on Temu, and you probably can find them on Shein as well. But they're pigment chalks. And I've been using these for years to add color to my acrylic powders. Instead of buying a whole bunch of different acrylic powders, I would just get these chalks. And there, see, they have them on Temu. So I would just get the chalks, because then I could always add as much. And I could, I could make my own acrylic powders in the different colors. As long as I have the chalks, I'm good. So, and they pretty much work, that what I have seen over the years from doing this. Because again, I've been, making my own acrylic colored powders for like over 12 years or longer. So I never had any problems with certain acrylic powders. I always found that these, chalks work with any brand of acrylic powder. Okay. So there, I'm just using the drill to just, you know, grind up some of that powder and sprinkle it into my acrylic. And again, you want to go little bit by little bit, because if you put too much in your powder, then it's going to be whatever color it is that you're putting in, you're going to have too much of that color. But so I always go little bit by little bit, and then I stir it up, make sure it's really good and stirred. And that's how you will be able to always see the true color. So here, I think I'm going to use a little bit more, and it's kind of rough doing this and also recording, so I'm in an awkward position, but I'm trying to let you guys see what it is that I'm doing. So yeah, I decided to put a little bit more in, just to, tone down that white chalk acrylic powder that's in there. So I like how that's coming out. But I think I could use a couple more. I want to use like 2 more colors. So I just used that yellow. So let's go in with that beige right there. I think that would give it a nice tone. And we could use that brown right there. Just a little bit of that brown to give it a nice tone as well. So again, I'm doing this as I go along. So we're going to see how it turns out. Okay, either way, if it don't turn out the way we want it, I'm still going to use it on something eventually, on a set of nails eventually. But yeah, so there you go. I put a little bit of that in, and I'm satisfied with that. That's a really pretty color. So let's mix that together and see how that comes out. But then let's put a little bit of this one in too. And again, when you're using the chalks, be careful. You don't want to put too much in your acrylic powders, or you'll overthrow the acrylic, because you want the acrylic to still work. So always do a little bit at a time. Okay, that's a pretty color. It's more like an autumn color, but I'm happy with that. I like that color. So again, we're going to mix it really well. And look at that. That's pretty. That's pretty. And when it comes out like this, you could either go in and tweak it, put more color in, use some different pigments, It's custom. It's yours. And as far as with the drill, I'll just take a napkin with some isopropyl alcohol and just wipe that tip off, and it'll be good. So I'm going to do a little cleaning up here, put some of these pigments away, and we're going to swatch some of this acrylic powder. Okay, so I'm so sorry, you guys. I lost a whole clip of me swatching those first 3 globs of powder that's down on the tissue. I couldn't believe my camera just deleted the footage. But yeah. So at any rate, look at that. That's very pretty. I'm satisfied with that. It got all the nice textures and tones in it that I liked, that I'm looking to put on to my next nail set. And there, I mean, the lighting doesn't capture the beauty of this color palette. I'm happy with this. I can't wait to put them on my nails, to do my next nail set. So I thank you all for tuning in. And until the next video, take care of yourselves and each other.